Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Darkest Dungeon. We're in the middle of an endless mode run. Hey, watch the last episode if you haven't seen it yet. So far, I am very optimistic about this party's chances of success. And I think there's a great reason for that. We basically, we spent 4 food and came out smelling like a rose. That was the only cost for our first 31 enemies killed. Really don't want to take a damage debuff. I'd rather roll the dice on that, and you know, it is unfortunate, but I think you kill that guy to get stress relief, and you only have to deal with 2 attacks this turn. But anyway, I'm setting the context. Last video, we killed 31 enemies with relatively few problems, and I think that's fantastic news. These enemies are annoying because they cause stress, and we have a lot of trinkets that give bonus stress, but we also have the best stress healer in the game right now. 7 to 13. Okay, so we're gonna probably toss out a disorienting blast just to keep things working in our favor. We got 3 actions to there too. Battle Ballad stays for quite some time. Let's go, dude. It's the bonus crits that give you stress relief, so you don't even need a stress healer. Resisted the stun, unfortunately, but that would have left us in a great spot. Ceaseless Labor, 5 damage. Who cares? Alright, this guy's got to go. That's why you'd want armor piercing, but... oh well. Stun, still relevant. We'll do it on the best unit to do it on. Why is that the best unit? Well, for what I hope are obvious reasons. This guy riposts, this guy's got a stun bonus, and we can't target the first position. Your bleed resist is very high. It would be unlikely for us to kill you. What do we do instead? Well, I think sadly, you just accept that it's pretty unlikely we do kill you, and we'll have to deal with a 1-turn reality bend. Unless, no, there's no chance the stun works. So I think we're actually best off doing a heal on Hafu. And you could go for the slice, but it's so unlikely to work. I'm gonna accept the Battle Ballad and hope for some buffs, or hope for some dodges, I should say.
And improvement.
Well, we actually have Blight for the first time in forever. Reality Bend. Easy dodge. Maybe I respect this enemy a little too much. So we will use Anti-Venom, mostly because we have 12 Anti-Venom. If we had less, I honestly think I wouldn't care. I would just heal through it, but...
to perform beyond one's limits.
So I think you're more of like a noxious... I can't hit you with noxious. Okay. I don't really want to stun you and get riposted, so I think we just shoot for the moon. And we got 2 units left. She's doing 37 damage every single time, and it owns. You need to get hit for 4. Unlikely, but you could get stunned. Hey. So you are actually dead. We still have reality bend. It's only 12 stress. Why do I always worry so much about this unit? I didn't realize they're trashed here. The corpse is just gone. No crystals necessary. Alright. I still think you should not make a habit of it. Like, 12 stress is not a joke. Necessarily. There we go. Found an opportunity. Good stress relief, too. Not that we need it. Dude, this party, I'm not going to say we could roll them ad infinitum, because, you know, you can get bad dice rolls like that, but this party is getting the job done. We have to heal, like, once every 3 turns. That's insane. At this point, we basically have 2 units that deal damage, and mostly it's just Hafu dealing damage, if we're being honest here. 43% chance of a crit. I'm glad we didn't roll the dice on it, but still. I mean, what do you do here? I mean, 4 damage. I guess you party heal and hope for crits, but at least against weak enemies, we are completely unfazed, unconcerned at all. Hafu has to focus this unit. So I do think a stun is fine. Trade 1 for 1 on turns at least. Then usually I would just keep the battle ballads going, but I thought a little extra damage, you never know how much it could help, right? Great news for us. Huge. Okay, we don't have to deal with the stealth unit, whose moves I don't even remember. Now we do get hit for 3, and it does give us 22 stress, but this turn I really would like our Jester to do another battle ballad and keep the buffs as high as possible, rather than getting rid of Mouth 2.0's stress. Seems to pay dividends. I mean, a crit is basically 2 attacks. So when you get a 43% chance of a crit, you know, you're loving life. Oh, we're way ahead of the curve right now. This is some good stuff, dude. Plus, again, the crits, I can't stress enough, they do stress heal. So we oftentimes probably just don't even need to worry about doing a stress heal whatsoever. So we're looking to try to get 58 enemies, and so far it's going, I mean, we're at 45 after we finish this wave, and we're not concerned at all. At all. We haven't even used any of our provisions, except for like a little bit of food. We're holding them for, I don't know, not really like a rainy day, but like a time when they might be a little bit more relevant. Well, we have used 2 anti-venom. I'll give you that one. 50% chance of a crit. You can't be mad when a 50 crit misses, because we've hit so many like 5% crit hits. There are enemies on screen, and they're attacking. I don't like that. I would prefer to avoid that if possible, but... And I'm not loving the lack of dodge, and the fact that we could use another anti-venom here. I'd really prefer not to. Oh, he's leaking. I think it's wise. Frustrating, but wise. And you know, I'm not even going to use the anti-venom. Please. I don't think we need it yet. I don't think they've earned it. I don't think it's warranted. Why? You're not supposed to... No. You're not supposed to hit him. It still worked, but actually it turned out to be the exact right decision. But still. I have no problem with our Hellion being marked here. Bothers me 0. Alright, it's starting to bother me a little bit. But it's still... I mean, if we're being straight up with one another, it's relatively unconcerning. There's a heal for 12. And she can always eat. This time... I mean, I still... Oh, that's... If I had realized that we would get the low roll, obviously I would have perhaps done things differently there and used an anti-venom. I'm not really trying to... I know we have 10. I'm not trying to save it just to save it, but if we don't have to use it, why bother, right? Like, we have so many heals and we're barely using them at all. We might use them here just to reset us.
Safe from the comet's maddening light.
Alright, I'll do it.
For now.
Everyone else is fine. Stress is relatively okay. The fireplace is slowly coming apart. I didn't take any torches, so... Oh, it's a rest. So...
together.
Honestly...
Vulnerable. Rats in a maze.
It's just a good opportunity to use camping skills. 4 food to get a little heal on everybody. We don't need to do a stress heal. Just, do we have anything that avoids nighttime ambush? No, we don't. Okay, everyone's looking good. Raise your crit. 17-2. Everybody's got like the same thing. No ambush, please. Guaranteed ambush? No ambush? I'm a happy man. Alright, who we fighting? Blazing. Extra damage against marked, but enemies have higher speed and protection. I kind of hate that. Us first, please. Thank you. Seems like an okay time to pop some holy waters. I trust Battle Ballad. 4 damage. Resisted a bleed. Pop that thing, Mr. Holy Water. Now I know you cause your confusion is the worst thing on planet Earth. So if I could just, oh thank God. Okay, so we get 1 turn to deal with it. Now we're not gonna kill him, but we could at least maybe kill his minions. I'll take it. We get another turn. Your stun resist is so low. Our healer has nothing else to do. I know we didn't pop one on Hafu. That's okay. That's bad news. That dodge sucks. Oh, well. Turnabout is fair play, I suppose. We'll continue with the Battle Ballad. Crits will be really helpful at taking this guy out. I hate that they have 10% protection. It's not that much. It's just annoying. Blight resist is high, but is it high enough? I don't think so. Malf 2.0 cannot be stopped. See, that's a bummer. But there we go. Good stun. So we do have to deal with you. No confusion spores, please. Okay, confusion spores. Let's actually go. So again, Noxious lowers his accuracy. Maybe if we just keep poisoning him, we'll never be hit. His bleed resist is very low. Okay, lovely news as far as I'm concerned. Not so much. Can't even Noxious you. Okay. I can live with that. These two are dead. You have nothing to do, but like, dude, give it a shot. I believe in you. Even if it's a 10%, what are we gonna do? Heal Hafu for 6 HP? Poison spores. Lovely. I mean, that's what the holy water was for, too. So we get a turn off. What do? Keep the Battle Ballad up as long as possible. Free turn equals free buff. Noxious. Stack that AC lowering. You are in trouble, mister. 53% chance for a crit. Didn't work, but I mean, come on, you're still happy with it. So the stun chance is so low. At this point, I'm like, I guess just go for the heal. Take the smart money. Tree branch smackdown. I really didn't expect it to hit. Never entered my mind for a second that that could hit. Cytokinesis, qu'est-ce que c'est? Fa 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 fa. I really don't like taking a turn off with mouth. But I'm gonna. Pains me a great deal. There we go. Still got some work to do there. I mean, it's a nasty wave. Only 7 act down. I just moved him. That's very rude. Now, he's not... Careful.
Perched at the
Talbot,
very precipice
don't you dare.
of oblivion.
We should have moved him back 1, probably. 7, 5. He's not dead. Where was that? 2 turns ago. Please tell me. Your speed must be low. You're a friggin' slime. Hello? 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 Can I... Thank you. Your stun chance... It's low. But at the same... I don't know. I kind of feel like... Or, sorry, your stun chance is high, I should say. Your stun resist is high. I'm gonna Noxious you and just try to debuff your Ack as much as I have to. And the Blight working is, of course, also what we wanted. It's okay, so 17, that's good. Next turn, we can have him take some medicinal herbs and get rid of his debuff. And who knows if that worked out that well because of the accuracy being lowered, you know? We're happy to see it. So, I think I'm gonna have the Jester move back, and I'm gonna have Mouth 2.0 continue to stack Blight and debuff, and it's working out fantastically right now. You take a turn off, get back to where you want to be because we got way more enemies coming. Start to do some party heals. Okay, it's damage, but it's not bad. The stun on Malf sucks because we can't stack. Actually, it's really bad. Now that there's new enemies that have spawned. I do think we need a Battle Ballad, though. It's been a long time since we re-upped the buff. I had a feeling this might happen. Stress is a problem. But again, we do have a stress healer. So you see that stress go up. Stress goes up, stress goes down. You can't explain that. Now, with the slime being like half dead, it's real tempting to go for that kill. With the damage we outputted there, I'm okay with the fact that we didn't go for it. But obviously, we'd really like to change that. I think it's sensible. Just stay on top of that. You know you go next. Oh, you don't go next. I can live with it. She was going to go next, so I think it's a sensible turn. Our damage output is real bad right now, though. 14 damage. She needed to get hit for 8 damage. That makes you the most plausible target to hit. He did get bled. All I was gonna say is not Melf. 2.0. Hopefully. I mean, this is a great opportunity for our Jester, admittedly. But hopefully, please, don't healer. Oh my god, the healer got it. Thank god you're not an occultist as well. Everything is actually fine now. Just one good speed roll saved us a freaking world of hurt. Great job. Now, Mouth, you're back. Great news, buddy. Bandage up. Can you not eat the herbs to remove Death's Door? No, it's for the whole quest, apparently. Well, really, you'd clear all corpses just in case this became a crystal, I guess. And we're sucked out. That was a little tougher. I mean, things are getting a little bit more complex, but everybody's going to be healed. Great news. Nothing to worry about. Everybody's in the right positions. Moving on. It's the Miller. It's the remixer, the Miller. We could kill him in like 3 crits if we get super lucky. They have to be good crits. That's not really what I was looking for, but I appreciate the blight. It sucks you resisted the debuff, but hey. Your bleed resist is too high, we just smack you. Oh, that's the good gravy. The master beckons. Oh no, an enemy. Problem solved, I hope. Yeah, alright. You get one more action, but it's a lot of blight still. Winter's Breath. Is it a heal? Oh no, we can't heal anymore, right? Until this guy's dead. Oh, and you're guarded. But you're also still stunned, right? No, maybe you're not. If we remove the stun, but here's the thing. I'm just gonna do that. It's a lot of HP, I'll admit. No reason to really stack up bleed. I think you're better off just going for a battle ballad. Okay. Here's the thing though, like I wish you wouldn't. You do that, this is fine. I don't want our healer to get stunned because they're a good stunner themselves. But we can ignore the stealth. That sucks. That was like a 94% chance to hit, was it not? So I do want to try this. I wanted to see what would happen if the stun worked. So this is going sort of terribly so far. But only in contrast, I think, to our earlier, like, incredibly strong performance. Maybe incredibly strong is a little braggadocious. You're almost dead. I've dated you for 9. We could crit you. It could happen. And you actually are highly bleedable relative to your boss, so you did resist the bleed and make me look like a fool. There we go. I can live with that. We are still earning. And all I mean by that is, oh, the guard has been removed. All I mean by that is, this guy's dying. And you're dead the next time you act. Like, we had that noxious on him forever. So this is stress. Stress is annoying, but I think we focused the Miller down first. This is our best turn in a while, I think. A good chance for us to make some inroads. It's 30 damage. Nothing wrong with that. I don't think we need stress relief. I don't love the idea of, like... I guess I'm okay with it because of the crit chance, and we're lucky it worked. And then Mouth, hit him with a noxious... Oh, you can't? We could try a disorienting blast. The other thing, though, is, like, a noxious kills this guy in 2 turns. Maybe avoids a lot of stress for you. But, like, if we run the numbers, plus 20... It's only plus 20, so we have like 145 or so. We have like a 30% chance. So, you know, I've convinced myself. I knew we were going to get reposted, of course, but... we would need to hit you for 3. Not going to happen. Great opportunity for a party heal. Everybody's looking okay. That's painful, but hey, let me just put it this way. I'm really glad I party healed. Excuse me. It's a bit rude. So you're dead before you can act. Yes, we're gonna have stress. I was gonna say, us first. It would be very nice to get him this turn. No promises. That helps ensure that he's dead pretty soon, if not this turn. Hafu's crits are destroying this guy. I still believe in the power of a party heal over a singular heal. Because you never know who's eating the crit. The Master beckons. No. Going for a Melf 2.0 kill. I don't blame you. He's been doing wonders for us so far. Okay, debuff keeps working. We don't have to hit him too hard. The protection is not necessarily worth that much. So we're battle ballading with the full knowledge, of course, that we could also do some stress heals. But I want to keep the crit chance like as high as is humanly possible. We only need to hit him for 8. It will not happen this turn. But he's going to die because he acts twice. So that was like a terrible first move. And then his second move won't even matter because he's dead. Oh, he lived with 1. That's okay. He's still dead. just wish he didn't force us to use a laudanum. So we're buffing her speed in the hopes that maybe she acts quick enough to use a laudanum before the mission ends, and there you go. This guy's dead already. What do? I don't know. Keep abusing those crits to get stress relief. It's a good opportunity for a party heal, even if we do get healed after this. This time we'll probably throw out a quick stress heal. And dude, life is but a dream right now.
Fitting that he find rest upon the dirt he harrowed so fruitlessly.
Ooh, Sniper's Ring. We don't really care about Sniper's Ring.
Corrupted curiosities.
But we'll hold it for now. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. I'm just gonna be relatively conservative about it right now. So we killed 50 enemies. Our all-time high score is 58. Splendorous. Extra value to stress skills. And enemies are worse at dodging blight and bleed. That's great news. Still, these are very annoying enemies. Straight up, this guy is a pain in the butt. Get him stunned. Move him to the front. I do look at this as a bleed out chance, but I'm not mad about it yet. 65. We will no, we won't try a stun. We'll go for a quick party heal. This is not my favorite wave. Well, I'm really glad we didn't deliberately lower our own damage. So we're really going to be relying on status effects. The stun on the healer is not that bad yet. So Mouth, like, pretty much instantly becomes our most valuable unit. Hafu's still very relevant, but Malph's ability to Noxious Blast, force these guys to miss, put them on a timer, is very helpful. You still go for the hit, I think. 22 is nothing to sneeze at, man. Now you're gonna live for 2 turns. Well, you're only gonna live for this turn, really. Goring Flight. It doesn't really matter where you're going. You are dead. Stun on the Jester. You don't need me to tell you this. It's irrelevant. All we're missing out on there, that sucks though. All we're missing out on there, for real, is Battle Ballad being re-upped. Does not matter. The crits, dude. The stress relief. Duh, crits. Heal for 12. Not as much as I'd like, especially with a, you know, a marked Devour probably coming out immediately. No, another weaken. It did crit, which is highly unfortunate. But these are rough enemies. We should not be sad. What we should do is move, so we can do better stuff in the future. 27, 5 to 10. Bleed resist is very low. But I love, honestly, resisted the debuff and the blight. I was a fool. We should have gone for a stun, actually. Man, you are so debuffed. You know, why are we not using combat, or sorry, medicinal herbs? You're probably our first kill now, just because of how easy to kill you are. But I like the idea of working this guy down. Only need to hit him for 5 now. Blight is 90. Well, dude, just smack him, man. Send him. Okay, Hafu takes the combat medicinal herbs. It also clears up an inventory space. You should be happy. The heals are just starting to not be good enough. Okay, no longer doing 0 damage. Up your resistances. Murder a unit. Now we're talking. What are you gonna do now, Flesh Eater? No, I wasn't told about this part. Huh, this wasn't in the guidebook. Now we are weakened for 40%. Dude, absolutely we're gonna continue to take the herbs. We haven't used them at all over the course of 2 videos that are like an hour in length here.
A momentary abatement.
Now, be disoriented. Finally, a free turn. Oh, we're in there. Again, it looks bad, because it's taken a long time for us to get to this point, but it's not that bad. You know, like 1 unit continually loses health, everybody else is relatively set right now. That would have been a super nice crit. Your stun chance is high enough to worry me. So instead, we'll just get this guy as low as we hopefully can, but I do hate Boar Rush, or whatever the heck your move is called. Tentacle Devour. Oh, thank you. Pig Spear. Yo, that is fantastic news. The world's our oyster. Oh, really? It's bad news. Never mind. You're dead. Stun is not gonna work. Just do your best with what you got. Crunching backhand. Ooh, that worked. No stun? No stun. Stress, but no stun. 2 Seeds of Madness. That's a little tough to take out. It's a situation where you probably want your Jester to do something like that. Good heal as well. And your Blight resist is 0. So as much as I hate it, I can't hit you with it anyway. So, I mean, I think we just Noxious you then. Hope for the best. Blight and debuff. Great news. Good heal.
With impunity.
Quick party heal. Alright, it's not quite as, like, out of the park baseball as it's been previously, but we're getting the job done. Good dodge. I mean, we have an accuracy debuff on our enemy. No, not another one. Honestly, I think we go for the Tentacle Eater first because his debuffs are a real pain in the butt. So, I mean, the stun chance is relatively high likelihood. You can leave if you want, Tomo. You can leave your friends behind. Something, something, and now no friends are mine. There's no better move there, unfortunately. Pains me a great deal to say it. $8 to 15 damage. I guess we'll start working on you because you've already been hit. But I look at this guy and I go, this guy's a real pain in the butt. Boar Rush. I told you. Yeah, 33 damage. 33 damage, send her straight to the back. Stunned her as well. That's terrible news. She's like our principal damage dealer. Good crit. You gotta stack that damage, unfortunately. Good crit. 16 points of bleed. You've only got 2 turns left of life in you. No joke. Oh, very lucky. Okay, so the front unit is dead. Don't really want to... How do we do the move? Jester moves back, and then you move back. So yeah, what do you do here? Might as well. That's decent damage for a 3rd position. I know we're unlikely to get the bleed, but... Melf 2.0 is also in a dangerous spot because of Tentacle Devour. Yeah, well, guess I can hit that unit as well. I don't mind, we're resisting the debuffs. No new units for a second, please. Love it. Okay. Good damage. No DOT, life goes on. You move backwards. So close to being in a defensible position yet again. Alright, took a turn, but everybody's back where they need to be. It is very painful. Don't get me wrong. You're also a pain in the butt. Just raw damage, dude. Bleed him, Dad. 4 damage. Slice off. 4 to 8. Oh! Huge. I hate losing some of the battle ballad, but, you know, we'll rebuild it from the ground up. Resisted the stun. I didn't even think about the chance of you resisting the stun because it seemed like such a slam dunk. Either way. Ooh, it's a lot of damage.
Unbalanced.
I think you always want to be set up in the right position. Please tell me, oh, his speed is so low. That's great news. Just keep her off death's door. It's the most important thing. We want more battle ballads as we did for crit chance. That's not that bad, but there's got to be a debuff, right? Oh, just a lot of bleed. That's not that bad. We'll party heal through it. Now, we probably go spiders first. They're easier to kill. You're the only one I might pop a bandage on just because you're closing in on death. Oh, welcome back, Tomo. Dreams will your ticket out. Welcome back, Tomo. To the same old place that you laughed about. It's plausible that Ot could get a kill there, but it is also unlikely. Now, honestly, I like our odds on this guy. Let's go. Now we do have to deal with the spider for a turn. That matters, like, not at all.
Can be healed, but never hidden.
Stun on Melf, annoying, but not catastrophic. Not yet. We're about to cross our all-time high, by the way. His bleed resist is low enough. I think you start going to town. We're looking a lot worse for wear here.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
But all things considered, considering we've killed 60 enemies, I don't look at this as if it's that bad. I was just gonna say, please God, just do not put us back to our start. Where it took us so long to get reacquainted there. Oh, everybody's happy. All right, great news. Keep it up. 58 enemies dead. That's a new Earth record. Everybody's feeling great. Onward. The fields are fallow, yet still this twisted mockery of life finds a way. Haha, Jeff Goldblum. You know, I mean, I love the battle ballad. I do. I really want to get to at least large reward. I don't know if it gets to like super large or something, but huge. I don't mind this guy. I know he causes stress, but I've learned, you know, to stop worrying and love the orb. I saw that coming a mile away. I was like, this fool is getting bled. Now, I would love to start doing some stress heals, particularly, I mean, Hafu's looking like she's in a bad place. That is not gonna help. Still, we got stress buffs as a 14 stress heal. Could be worse. Maybe we can alternate between battle ballads and stress heals. Keep a pretty good bonus. That's helpful. Hoping for a crit. Didn't get one, but everybody's looking great. Okay. Horse. Bit of a problem. We're alternating. Mostly a problem due to the shuffle. Now, we hate stress. That's very helpful. Really wanted to stun there, but we'll give you a chance first. Okay, it's 11 stress. It's no joke. At this point, said it a couple of times here, but I don't mind the idea of Malf 2.0 going for hits. Like Incision, when it crits, it's great. Even when it doesn't crit, you know, some DOT that makes them much more killable next time. Now we're keeping Hafu sorted. You get stunned. So, let's go. The longer we can keep you stunned, the happier we are. You know, we don't want you to shuffle our whole party. That's bad news. Really, this is just a hit. And I don't mind you acting, because it's just health. Or is it? It doesn't matter. Okay. Annoying unit at the back, it's okay. We've almost gotten, like, the first few waves taken care of here. Stir the Rabble is irrelevant. It's a waste of your turn. Thank you for doing it. Now, we either go on you, or we just start kicking the crap out of this horse. And this horse is gotta go. I am completely fine with that. Even though it doesn't do anything for stress, obviously doesn't do anything for buffing. No complaints. Go for a party heal for many crit rolls. And an Iron Swan. Not bad. Not good. That is, again, a waste of your turn. I love it. Please keep it up. 2 crystals. But other than that, just one piddly little enemy. We do have to wipe the crystals. And that means Malf and Hafu have to act.
Be gone, fiend.
Otherwise, we risk some serious AoE. Our Jester could have done it, but at the same time, we want to stay ahead of the curve with our Jester. You know, get the stress handled as quickly as possible. 10 damage. Resisted, but marked. Okay, it's bad, but we're gonna try to get middle guy first. It's always tempting, because, like, we could kill you. Oh, that's horrible. We haven't missed with Malf 2.0 in 100 years. We were looking for crits there, but 4 damage. We knew this was going to happen. 24 stress, no joke. 20 points of blight. It's not 20 points of blight. It's mostly just bleeding an anti-venom out of us, but still. Hafu, what are your odds here? Pretty low. 14. You're still going to be alive. You need to get hit for 4. It's unlikely. But we can easily stun you. And then you're dead before you can act again. Yeah. I can live with it. Now, our party might get shuffled here. Or it might not. Those are the options. Okay, I like it. I know, I mean, at some point, we might have been able to kill this horse before it got a chance to shuffle our whole party, but... Oh, maybe that's... I think it's bad. Just had a good feeling about that one. And mission accomplished. Okay, so we can take as many turns as we need to get back into position. That was probably not the right way to do it. No, definitely do not do that. You would be a fool. We're at the end of this wave anyway. Something's gonna get handled. Yeah, just keep trading positions over and over. That's all we wanted, was another crit for a chance of some stress relief. And we're good. Alright. 68 enemies dead. Send me.
Battle behind.
Useful supplies for this harrowing journey.
But for a moment, peace.
Yo. Get set up. Onward. We're not gonna go like... Oh. I don't think we're gonna go to like 100. But for right now, I'm happy with where we're at. Okay, we got some fishman. Gleaming. Bleed and heal are better. Love it.
From the past. Or perhaps
We've been bleeding and healing so long that even the comments think that my mind is gone. So it does make it kind of tempting to like stack some DOTs, but I think we're still very content with this and then one-hitting every weak enemy. We do worry about stress. Enemy bleed stats are also better, so keep that in mind. This rhyme I designed to explain in due time. You definitely still try to kill the stress healer. Yeah. So the stun was kind of a waste. Or fully a waste. No moves. No moves. It's not that bad. The stress sucks. Everything else is okay. Oh, that hurts. But you know what? If we didn't do that, we would party heal. Now we got a better party heal. Oh, Ruka doesn't want to leave. He's a warm boy. And you know what? That's completely fair. It is getting hot in here. 31 degrees Celsius. How do you live when it gets so hot? We're taking this guy out, by the way, because we're spearfishing. One of these two. The answer to your question is... Where's the choice in the matter?
a momentary.
Just go sit on a freaking ice block in the middle of the Arctic? As nice as that sounds, is implausible right now. You lose. Good day, sir. Hate you. Okay, good moves. Battle Ballad. We're okay. We don't need the Battle Ballad. Love it. Want to make sure we're doing good on the economy of taking these enemies out. So I think Malf's gonna kill you. So, as much as I look at an Iron Swan and I go, that's decent, you gotta start thinking about wiping you just because you're a little weaker. Love it. Dead fish swimming. We do need heals, or we would like to... Oh, I know her stun chance is lower, by the way, but... Still. She's had great success against 55s. Or 65s, I should say. Howl is bad. It's alright. We have laudanum for this exact reason.
The birthplace of dread.
You use anti-venom. Then you go wild on this guy. Let's actually go. Okay. Some stress relief. Glad to see it. This guy's not going to get stunned. Don't do it. Well, you know what? I'm glad I didn't take the laudanum. And it was not because I completely forgot. Thank you very much. Try to do something with this low bleed. Oh no, not a giant enemy crab! The bleed is too strong. I think I would prefer to maybe have a Houndmaster here. No. The reason I say that is because I think having like an AoE stress heal is starting to show its, you know, the merit involved in that. Having a single target stress heal is proving slightly annoying. So I definitely forgot to use laudanum on our Vestal. 10 points of bleed. Good lord. Please DOT these fools. Love it. Something at least. My old friend Melf 2.0. Unfortunately, dealing with just a staggering amount of bandage use. Oh! 4 stress relief. Looks like everything's coming up Millhouse. 14 damage. No stun. Lots of stress, though. I think we're gonna, like, kill the boss, hopefully, or, you know, do whatever we need to do to get the quote-unquote large reward, and then we're gonna get out of here. So you're already dead. What do I like here? Starting to peel back the stress, hopefully. We got a lot more enemies to deal with, but this should be good. Let's go. Okay. Starting to work them down. No heals necessary, but what else are we gonna do?
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
They do have 100 bleed resist, so it's a little risky to keep going for if it bleeds, but... Alright, we should have new enemies. Nope, even better. Keep the inspiring tunes up. You can at least lower your accuracy. At this point, again, there's maybe mathematically no chance, but what else do you roll there? This would be a great miss. Oh, they didn't get debuffed. Never mind. 12 damage. Stun. It's a shame because the Noxious is like really, really good there. You definitely do not move back, so you might as well attack. Good crit. Can't be mad. A little more bleed. We only need to hit you for 8, and that's what we're going to try to do. I was going to say, please pull him forward. That would be fantastic. That would be lovely. So we are just going to let Malf walk himself back. We should have done a move there instead, clearly, but... 7, 12. You need to get it for 8. There's a chance. Alternatively, I like this. Perfect. Wonderful news as far as I'm concerned. I'd rather you didn't, though. Alright, this is a weird one. Now Malf cannot move forward. Our healer should probably move backward. We're actually so close to being in the right position. That is hilarious. But if Malf, yeah, I was gonna say, if he has the opportunity. Ooh, you stink! I was gonna say, wipe out a stress dealer. Alright, alright, alright. Just be cool, boys. That's a miss. Told you. Getting dangerously close to virtue or affliction territory. It's so killable. So I think you really just try to take out any other unit. And finally, we get to act. Huge. Big money. Dude, this was very, very positive. I think we're about to be sucked out of the level. Nope, not yet. Try to avoid an affliction on Hafu. But I think we're going to end here. Just because I think I don't want to say we got enough. But, to be honest, I'm kind of growing bored of it. I'm like, I'm over it. I'm like, thanks for the crystals. I hope we get some kind of sick trinket or something like that. But apart from that, I'm ready to go. Let's go. Dude, this is a dream come true. Plus, we destroyed our high score at no risk to ourselves at all. Like, we're very happy with where we're at. So this should be a reward, if I remember correctly. Never mind.
Corrupted curiosities, begging for examination.
Whatever you say. So eat up. We do need the stress relief. Do we have to kill a boss, then we get large reward? Is that how it works? If so, we will do that. Alright, looking good. No ambush, please. What are you? Fracture. Seeds of Despair. Okay, you've created 3 crystals with 25 HP each. And pretty high resistances. Still think you Battle Ballad, but we don't have good AoE, so it's very scary for me. Befouling Tint. Yo. Unfinished Aberration. So I'm thinking, it might be wise to finish one of these aberrations, or pardon me, quite the opposite. Not let him finish any of these aberrations. Yeah, let's not let that happen. So, I mean, their blight risk, or their blight resist, I should say, is very high. So is their bleed resist. Sure, okay. That's bad. Hopefully it doesn't take too long for us to get some kills. Okay, maybe we just focus on the unit at the back. Yeah, I'm starting to believe that focusing on that unit at the back is a relatively sensible idea. Alright, well this guy is not going to get to grow. This one will. Guarded by Adamantite Aberration. Frig. Yo, we got through. Alright, this is where we're going to take some time. Do an Iron Swan. Cut the crystal in half. That felt nice. That was a waste of your turn? No, never mind. It was not a waste of your turn. Not in the least. I can't hit you with this Noxious. So I'm gonna, Disorient is not gonna work. Slice one down, pass it around. How are we gonna do this? This seems horrible right now. Vile Focusing. Okay, another little one. He gets too many actions. I don't know how we kill this thing, just to be honest with you. I mean, I'm loving the fact that we can do like Iron Swan crits, but I'm like a little concerned long term about like, you know, what we do at all. None of these even have a chance to stun. You have no move. Stress heal if you crit. Guarded by this, but how? I don't understand. Okay, I mean, that's great news, I think. But then you get 3 actions, so... Eternal Blossom. Oh, you... 4 stuns. Four stuns? Was that really necessary? You know, could we turn on fast mode, please? I beg you. I've put in the work. Give me what's mine. Oh, this time we got blighted. Okay. Well, we have anti-venom for a reason, and now our healer actually has a move. Hello, Ruka. You may leave. What would you do? I mean, I would continue to Battle Ballad, so the crits mean we have to do less attacks overall. That's my dream. And again, we actually have a heal, so we have something to do. And, I mean, I'd love to do something, but I guess we're just gonna noxious this. There's no way we kill it, though, so we might as well, like, buff Hafu. Like, that's the only move that makes sense, is you just buff Hafu instead. Unless you really think you can kill this thing. But it's so unlikely. If we had plague grenades, we could start working the DOT on this guy, but we don't. We need him to be in position too. That is horrible, dude. Really, by the way, I mean, I want the reward, but I also had no idea what was coming on this fight. No preparation for it whatsoever. I've never seen this enemy before in my entire existence. I really think if we don't leave, I know the units come back, but I think we will lose everything. So I think this is where we say it's time for us to go. Even with a meager, like, 30 crystals we're gonna get. You gotta be kidding me. I also, this may sound bitter, but like a little bit of a frustrating fight as well, considering I just literally never get to act. Okay, take me out. Still good, I mean, new record.
Evil is timeless, after all.
We got 31 shards, that's after what was taken, I assume. No big stress-related problems, it was okay. Alright, we'll be back probably with some Darkest Dungeon gameplay next. On the real Darkest Dungeon. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Click the like button, subscribe, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Also, follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Northernlion. Be notified when I go live in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I will see you next time. See ya!